on. Finish off doing what I'm doing.
Skill. Graveyard. Mouth.
Come on. Right, I'll have to try that. It's not working. Right, if you can hear any movement or anything, it is not paranormal. There are people in the building. I was just going to try to do something. It's not working. Just check this picture. It's a little bit dark for a minute. Right. So, who's on? I was just trying to sort out a few things. There's some people downstairs in the building, so you might be able to hear them. I think there's like a presentation going on of some kind. So who is on? We've got hi Aaron, hi Shadow Moon, hello Denise, hi Michael, hi Rob, hi Pause, hi Christopher. Right, is the picture and the sound okay? I'm just going to go and sort that picture out in the other room, in the shop room, and then I'll make a start. I've got in this room just got a frog in my throat. So in this room behind me, I have a REM pod. You can't see it, but if it goes off, you're obviously going to hear it. We've got the K2 just down here. I've got another REM pod over there. There is, so I've managed to, this is what was taking me some time. I've managed to get some paper put in the typewriter. Obviously, we think we may have heard these going off at some point. Don't know if you can see it, but I've checked it out. And out of all the letters that I pressed, it was H. It was just literally to try it. So there is a H on there that was me. But I'm going to leave it up there and just see if anything goes on. I've got a cat ball. I just want to see if that is in view, if you can see it. Yes, you can. Right. So I've got a ball there, another ball there, which I think is sadly losing its life because it's just very, very dim now. And then I've got another REM pod, which I've put by this door, and then I've got a couple up here, just because I thought we've never actually used this, and I think this dated back to 18 or was it 18? 1908, Chris. So I thought I'll put one there just to see if anything triggers that. So, you check that. Anyway, for those who watched Chris last night, I can of wine when I came in this morning. So that was a bonus. Right. So Chris, what one was it? The music thing. I can never remember the name of it. Right, so in the shop side, I have got the ice box going. Can everyone just confirm if you can hear that clearly? Because I've got the volume turned up. I know it was too low last time. We thought it might have been too loud. But I've got the Alice box on that now. I've taken a picture of it because earlier on, I was putting the stuff in the fireplace and I heard it go off. The gramophone, yes, that's the word. I heard this go off when I was putting the stuff in the fireplace, and I came in and the word fireplace was actually put on the Alice box. So I thought that was quite interesting. Yes. So I've got since this had its life saved last night, we've got the JD in the bottle and a shot glass. And then we've got cat ball. Young. We've still got Sophie with a cat ball in her hand. One up here for Alice on her death certificate. I've got another typewriter down here. I've done the same here. The letter tested on this was T. So that is the only letter on there, and I'm just going to show you, just because if anything does go off on it, you can see that it's just the same as the other one. There is one letter for me to test. Oh shit! Oh, it's the fucking mirror, but that's me, right? REM pod, mirror, right? As you can see, K2, and then down here there's another REM pod. I don't know if you can see that, but again, you'll hear it going off. And then we've got the energy. It's on red at the moment, which is quite funny because it was on green last night. The night before it was on red, and it was on red when I put it down by the chair. And the same thing has happened. So lantern's just here, if that's the one you're on about, on red currently. So what I want to try is if you could hear. Oh yes, clearly, right, okay. So what I'm going to try is, obviously it's easy for the Alice box to just spiel off a load of random words. We're not looking for random words, we're looking for words that are relevant to the building, to the spirits. We've been coming here for 6 years now, so we've built up quite a good back case of everything that is going on, and as we're documenting things now. So what I was going to try and do was sit in the fireplace room, ask the spirit random questions, see if we can get anything of relevance on the Alice box come through. So you need to kind of let me know if you hear anything. Laws. Signal's fine, so it's laggy for a couple. It's okay, other people's. Right. So it's okay there. Right. So some people. But at the moment, I can say tonight there is a cleaner in the room next door. I think she's potentially going in a minute, and she told me she'd be out about 8 o'clock. So like, oh, it's just changed green. She told me she'd be out about 8 o'clock. I can still hear her next door at the minute. So if you can hear anything that your end, it is just the cleaner. So before I start, I just want to say as well, for those last night who may have missed it, just absolutely wow. Me and Chris woke up this morning. I think we both had a few messages off different people, all saying the same thing. They heard either a growl or a long breath. Everyone had different takes on what it was. We tried picking up the cameras this morning. Now, there was nothing that was documented in the shop room with that sound at the time that it was picked up on. We went to get the cameras for the fireplace room, and we found between the hours of I think it was 1:05 till about 2:15, it had actually stopped picking up anything at all. So there was in between that time zone, we didn't actually get that off the cameras, so we had to go back onto the YouTube footage, and we managed to. It's just spiked. I don't know if I've just caught it with my eye, and we've managed to find it on the actual YouTube footage itself. But just the fact it's a bit weird how the fireplace room stopped documenting anything in between that hour. It's a little bit weird. But this is one of the reasons why we night, because we can't guarantee anything is ever going to happen. For those who they pop on, they want to see a ghost, they want to see this. And showcasing the evidence. It is running live all through the night. You've got to be patient. We can't click our fingers and just say, right, do this, do that. They don't do that. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And this is why we run it all night. If it's quiet, it's quiet. It's because it's real, it's raw, and it's live. I can hear something, but it's not the woman. It's because it's raw, it's live, and we're documenting everything in real time. So if we sit here for 6 hours and nothing happens, and then you get something like that at 1:20 in the morning, it's an empty building. For us, it's a wow. What's caused that? What's happened? And that's why we do it, because every single night is different. You get some nights that are active and some nights that don't happen. And that's the joy of it being full-time live. It's not documented. It's not clipped together and shot in this is what happened and that's what happened. It's live. I wanted to point that out, that come on and go, there's nothing happening. So I swear I heard something. No one said they've heard anything. What's in the fireplace room? What? So there was something in the fireplace room? What's that going off on the floor? Oh, right, okay, so, right, well that, oh. Okay, so the REM pod is going on.
Stop.
So I've got a REM pod down here, and another one down here, and another one up there. So how long's that been going off for? Chris's text. Where's his phone? Hang on. I'll look a minute. So let me just show you. So REM pod, Denise. So I know I've just turned that off. So you've like literally got to touch it. I wonder if there's people downstairs just with that going on constant like that. I wonder if someone has maybe put a light on underneath us at the moment. I'm going to leave that like that at the moment. Oh, okay. I was going to say I'm going to leave it and see. Are you having a light? Right, let's go with it. Just the fact that it stopped. Chris, what have you text? What's wrong? So have I put that down where you can see it? Just realised you. So Aaron, love the fact that you trying to debunk. Yep, absolutely. We're not here to say that every little thing is paranormal. Everyone's got their own views on things. So it hasn't since I think it's only the shop, which is strange. Right. Okay, so it has stopped. So good evening, spirits. For those of you who aren't aware of me, my name's Claire. If that was you that was making yourself known then thank you. You're welcome to come forward. Go towards that device on the floor again. It'll let me know that you're with me. I've got a device in the other room that I'd like you to use. I've already explained to you what it is. You'll be able to manipulate the words. So if that was you, you just go towards that device in the other room and just let me know your name.
Drift.
Movement. Can you tell me why you reside here? You'd like to come back towards me, you can go back and touch this light again, make it light up. That'd be really good. I don't feel like it's Harold, it feels very calm in here at the moment. Probably the calmest I've ever felt in here before, which is quite strange considering everyone knows my fear of this building. If there's any children, Nothing in here will hurt you. You're perfectly safe. Is there any boys or girls? Some boys. Thank you. Can you just come a little bit closer to me? Oh, thank you. Can you, if that is you, are you able to touch this one over here? Or ball, if you just step away. Oh, thank you. Wow. Thank you. Can you come and touch this ball on the floor? If you can see this ball just down here, just give it a little tap in it and light up the same as it does with there. Does it make any noise? And it definitely won't hurt you. I'll be able to roll it to you. You can play a game. Or if you're more drawn to this and you'd rather touch this, it's absolutely fine. If you're still with me, you can touch it again. See if you can take it up to the red for me again. That's flashing, but it's not making any noise. So Spirit, if that is you again, could you just step away for me? Just move away from it. I don't understand why that's not making any noise at all. So fresh batteries go in all the equipment before we start, every single night, which is one of the reasons why Chris has just spent an absolute fortune today on rechargeable batteries. Because it's costing an absolute arm and a leg changing them every day. But by changing the batteries every single day and know that they're getting full brand new set of batteries, there's absolutely no reason why that should not be working properly. So try again. Well, there you can see it's working. I'm going to swap this Spirit. I'm going to put a bloody rubber button on. I've got this one here. Can you touch that one for me? It'll do exactly the same thing. Makes exactly the same noise. So
Vigil.
back to so if there is a little boy with me now, you were making yourself known. Can you go into the other room for me and tell me how old you are, please? What's your age? Or if you don't know how old you are, that's absolutely fine. Could you copy me?
Reveal.
Or if you know your name, can you go and speak into that device in the other room? The box that I showed you earlier. Just tell me your name. Have we met before? Are you the spirit that, are you the little boy who likes to play in this fireplace as a child? And I'm pretty sure it's of a little boy that's been picked up quite a few times in this fireplace. If that's you, can you touch one of the balls for me?
Inside.
There it goes, we'll just multitask at the same time. So, just in case that was a duff battery, right. So I'm just changing that battery just in case it was battery. Like I said, they always get changed every time we come in. It hasn't gone off the whole time I was setting up when I came in at 7. But you've just seen me change the battery. Right. So I'll put that back there. Just put my screwdriver away. Has there been any words come through? It's crazy because every time we come in here, you can guarantee that equipment. So, hi, Sunflower. It didn't smell of mine where he'd spilt it. So, right. I'm gonna try again. Just change that battery as you've seen. So, spirit. Any gentlemen, any ladies, any boys or girls who are in this building I can't 100% say whether that was you that's just gone towards that on the floor with the green light. But it'd be brilliant if you could come and touch it again for me. Potentially the spirit of a little boy. I'm intrigued in why you've been seen around this fireplace. I actually think he's been documented a lot of times. I've never actually seen, but there's a few people that have actually documented him in the fireplace. So in our shop, there's a cupboard which kind of is in similar lines to where this chimney breast is. And I'm not sure if they're linked to the cupboard and the fireplace. Is that correct? I've just had movement over near the camera. Now there was a spirit in here, or someone in here, in the early hours, and we've caught your voice or your breath, or potentially a growl. brilliant if you could find out who that was.
Talking.
I've just heard the Alice box go off as I asked that question. Was that any relation to that?
Scare.
Talking. Right. Was that you telling us that you were talking? Who was it that was talking? Can you tell me your name? For me personally, it sounded more like a Harold thing. Didn't sound like Alex. Check if everyone's out now. You know, people in.
Attic.
Just heard something, but there is still people in the building, so I'm going to put it down to the fact that there's people downstairs. So there's a story that isn't actually documented. Now I'm trying to find all newspaper clippings or anything that I can relate to with the story that goes with this building, and especially the story that we've actually physically had come through over the past 6 years about the maid who took her own life just in this corridor out here. You might not have necessarily been a maid, you might have been a cook. There's many things you could have been. Looking firework. We think your name is potentially Mary. You had an affair with Harold.
Large. Yank. Statement.
Did Harold's wife ever find out about this affair?
Products.
What happened to you? What made you decide to take your own life? Oh, and I thought picked up the camera, there's movement over here. Come on, come really close to me. Can't sense you around me at the moment. Was it just a tragic accident that you took your life? Or that your life was taken?
Bear.
What the fuck was that? Just heard. I can't even explain what I've just heard. So has nobody heard that? Rob, it's really interesting that you say that because that is what I actually think. So what's this about bear? What's going on with the bear?
Dead.
Or has it just said the word bear? It was like a really high pitched, like, well, obviously, like where I am, so I've got here is the window. So the only way I can describe it, like, it's like a fan belt or something, on a car, but I can hear because I'm literally just sat on this chair here, right next to the window. It wasn't in this room, so in the other room, we've got no the Alice box said bear. In the other room, we've got no traffic. I can hear every time a car is going past. The only way I can describe it is like a fan belt noise, you know, like that high pitched noise, but it wasn't from behind me. I could hear it coming from. Just heard something else as well, but I do think that was outside. I could hear it coming from the camera, which means it was coming from the shop room, not from behind me. So I don't know if anyone else has kind of heard a similar noise to that. So didn't hear anything. I tagged it. Yeah, just go back and just check it out because it was definitely coming through the camera that I could hear it, which means that it's potentially in the shop room. So Mary or Harold, we'd love to get to the bottom of this story because it is such a big story. Like Harold, you were such a high-profile man. You loved all your big parties, your big charity work. I'm not being disrespectful, but I had this conversation with Chris the other day, and I said to him, like, we were talking about it, and it was like, he was such a high profile man wanting to do all this charity work. He just came across as such a good person. And Chris's words were like, yeah, but so was Jimmy Savile. Like, it's usually those people. So you haven't actually fooled Chris. And like we say, Harold, we've been coming here for 6 years now, and you've consistently kept up. All the spirits tell us that you're nasty. Your name constantly popped up. And then there's this Mary story. Was Mary pregnant with your child? Did you completely break her heart and maybe give her loads of empty promises?
Maid. Dance.
I think I've just heard the honest box go. I can't hear what's being said, but I'm just going to keep going with my questions because if there is anything that comes in relation to what I've asked. So if the Spirit of Mary is here, is it true? Were you pregnant? Did you have an affair with Harold? Did you hang yourself? Take your own life?
Writing.
There was a lady in here the other night. I can't remember what night it was, but we heard you scream. Can you tell me the name of who screamed? You can use the energy from all the equipment, you can use my energy.
Sacrament. Heard. Skull.
I can't hear the words properly, I don't know if that's her or heard. I just want to double check if that's the case, and that would fit in with Rob's theory. Heard stall. Skull. Right, okay, so it wasn't what I thought I heard. Oh, it said made about 3 minutes ago. Did everyone else hear the word made? Let me go and check back. I'm logging everything that's being said. Oh, I've just shit my pants. I've come in, the bloody cabinet doors open and my own reflection. I'm gonna have to wait. I can only see Sacrament, Heard and Skull at the moment, so it only brings up the 3. I'll have to wait until the session's ended to actually be able to see everything.
Root.
So I can't actually see what other people have heard made. Right. So I'm on the right lines then. Actually, I'm going to move away from the typewriter because obviously I've put paper in that. So we're on the right lines of the maid. There's a dog barking. It's not paranormal. It is outside. Oh, well, that's interesting. So last night, they picked up a potential dog bark. Just let me know if you heard an actual physical dog bark then, because there's obviously a dog at the back of us. That would explain. Excuse me.
13.
13. No, didn't hear it. So you didn't pick the dog up. Okay, I was just thinking then the fact that a dog's just barked there, and it was picked up on a dog barking really clear in here last night.
Other.
So
10. Show.
I would like to be the show, didn't you? You like to be a star of the show. Big show off. Probably like to drink.
Render.
Left you a drink down here. Jaws.
Shouted.
Mary, if you are stuck here and you did have an affair with, we say Harold, that's because it's what we've had documented when we come here, when we bring other people with us. The spirit box comes up with
Travel.
the same story, time after time. We've got mediums and sensitives, those who can pick up on spirit, who come up with the same story. If you are here, you don't need to be scared of Harold. He doesn't have a hold over you. He doesn't have a hold on any spirit in here. You're all equal, you're all even. But it'd be really good if you could just come and touch some of the equipment that I've got out. Or speaking to this over here, just confirm your name. If it is Mary, you could have been a maid and maybe we've got your name wrong. We have a
Noise.
we have at one point picked up on a lady who stands in the other room at the window with a candle. We didn't know if it was someone who was signalling to the gatekeeper. It's like eerily quiet. I felt really comfortable in here before. And I've just started going a little bit. So I need to keep myself calm. Definitely. Right, there's a spirit I can pick up at the moment. I don't know if that K2's just flickered or if it was just my eyes. But I can definitely sense somebody. It's the first time tonight that I've actually sensed anybody.
Tim.
that say? Tim. All I can think of is South Park. Timmy.
Remote. Or.
So we've never come across a spirit called Tim before, but it's like I said to Chris last night. All the names of the servants, the maids, butlers, the senses that go back.
Grandad. Contrition.
Don't be saying words I don't understand.
Rule.
Grandad, contrition, Harold, rule. Now I know why I feel a bit. I bring you drinks, I bring you peace. Everyone always thinks that I remind you of somebody. Maybe I remind you of the maid you potentially had an affair with. We have. Once on an investigation, I wasn't even here, I wasn't even in the room. I came back in and I found out that a spirit was telling everybody that night with the team and the guests that were here that I reminded you of a nurse that I used to look after you. But then you started telling everyone that I was a serial killer nurse. And then you told everyone it was a joke. But you did admit that night, which wasn't long back, which is why I'm bringing this up, that you didn't like me and that I did remind you of somebody. So if you'd like to make amends, just come and take a shot of whiskey. I'm sure you liked whiskey. All the parties you used to throw.
Slip.
Slip? Did that say? What, you let slip that night? I don't mind that you don't like me. Because in all honesty, some of the stuff that comes out okay, I do mind a little bit that you don't like me. I am starting to freak out. I need a bit of... Right. Oh my god, so it said sip. Oh, so yous have all seen it. Sip, so it said sip on the whiskey. There was major movement behind me, which is why I moved away.
How. Over.
That was my chair. So, Harold, I've offered you a drink. Come and take a sip.
Left. Disregard. Cards.
Oh, you want some cards? A bit of whiskey and cards, eh? Right, I tell you what, tomorrow I'll bring some cards with me. Someone's coming, hang on.
Drone. Signal.
Oh my God. Right, I've done it again. Reflection. So I heard someone coming up the stairs, but it wasn't. But it's them leaving. So, right, where was I? Harold, if you're still here, right, I'll make a deal with you now. If you want me to bring a pack of cards with me tomorrow and you want some whiskey, or I'll get Chris to bring some cards. You have some whiskey and cards?
Scan.
You need to do something more than just make the movements, making me sense you. Can you touch some of the equipment? Don't know what that said. Scan. It has said drone and signal. Signal went funny when Claire came back. Voice broke. That'll just be my balls dropping probably. Or my ass. So Harold, I'm going to make a deal with you now. I've got bits of equipment in the other room. So that's not paranormal, that's them leaving. Something that'll light up or make a noise. Something to physically, or not. I don't like the word prove because you're not here to prove to anyone. It's just a figure of speech. But if you want me to, I'll get Chris to come in tomorrow and you can play some cards, have a drink of whiskey. I did put that. I think that's got to be them out there. Right, I did. See what I've just done there? How easy. I know it might take a lot for you to do, but Harold, you've always got a lot of energy. You don't want to do that one. There's one on the table.
Raw. Sold. Valley.
Sold. Have I sold you a deal? Do I just sit back and wait now? Harold, you should never keep a lady waiting too long. And yes, I am that lady. Oh my goodness! Oh wow, thank you. Wow, 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 wow. All right, okay, Harold, right? I promise. I absolutely 100% promise you'll get a pack of cards tomorrow and you can have whiskey and cards. Okay? Just wow.
Pat,
What you saying? What's it saying? Pat. I'll give you a bloody huge pat on the back for that one. Is it too much if I ask you to do it again? I know you get fed up with that. We always ask. I think it's
travel,
people. We always ask if you're able to do something and then you do it, and we ask if you can do it again.
frame,
You'll get fed up with that. It's just because we need just some clarification. Right, so that's people. What's the audio gone like? So that's people leaving the building.
puncture, January,
What's the audio doing? So it keeps cutting my voice off of it as I'm speaking. Well, to be honest, what time is it now anyway? Because
classic,
I'm going to go in a minute. I'm going to leave it on that.
heaven,
I don't know if anybody saw. Did anyone see the cat ball go off with the whiskey? So it's done it since the Alice box said signal. Right. Oh, what's just happened there? I've literally just... So the whiskey's here. The whiskey's on the floor here. And there's the cat ball. Why can't you see that? Hang on. Right, can everyone hear me? How weird is that? Oh my God. And that hasn't even been caught. The picture's frozen. The picture's frozen. So you can hear me, but you can't.
cry,
Yeah, I want to cry after that. We've just had the cat ball go off with the whiskey on response. But you can hear me.
much,
So I've actually got the... I'm holding the camera now in my hand. Let me just go and see if the other... Chris, what do I do if that's frozen? How do I unfreeze it? As daft as that sounds. I'll just go and check if the other ones... I cannot believe that has... He's touched... I made that deal with him and he's touched the cat ball on response to the whiskey. and the screen's frozen. I wondered why nobody had, oh my god, like brilliant. Absolutely gutted. So can you sit right? Okay, so this one's on. So there's me there. I'm gonna come back in the shop now and I'll go and stand in front of the camera.
Yes.
So
Person.
here,
Walk.
I'm not here. So how do I? Is it froze? It's weird the fact that it came as well.
Big.
So hang on.
Present.
I can hear something. Restart the app on the frozen screen.
Chart.
Oh my goodness, it's not letting me do anything. Like I can't even come out. I can't even get off the screen. I'm gutted that has not been seen happen. Absolutely gutted. I cannot do a single thing. I can't even come out of it. It won't, like, it's just totally froze.
Jackie.
Hello, Jackie. So I can't even, hang on, I'm trying to. That's me clicking, by the way. No. Oh my God, what is going on? I've got no idea. It's not letting me do anything. I can't come out of it. That's my chair. Just no. It's not doing anything at all. Am I setting it up again, Chris? I can't even come out of it though, that's the thing. Michael, I've tried. I literally can't do anything. It's like just totally froze. Right, well, Chris, let me know when you've done it. Like the fact that, and I've stopped asking questions as well, and the spirit box has, sorry, the Alice box has stopped. I don't know. It's proper weird because I'm like not even facing the camera in the direction that it is showing. That's my chair still banging. Harold, are you affecting this camera? Is that you? I mean, it's like I said, just the fact that, what was it? It came up signal. I was looking, I was thinking, why the hell has nobody like popped up and gone, wow, because it was on response, the whiskey glass with the whiskey bottle and the ball, it went off on response. And nobody was like, oh my God, that's amazing. I thought it was really weird. There's an aeroplane going ahead. Chris, let me know when.
Seeds and porch.
Seeds and porch. Harold. Movement. Chris, let me know when you've sent and it's sorted. Because I'm like literally sat here like just not moving at the moment. Just. I'm just still trying. Shall I ask Harold? Oh my God, the cat ball's going off. Ah, let me get my phone. Hang on. Get my phone. Oh my God. Right. If that was you, can you do that again for me? Harold. I've promised you. I cannot believe this. I've promised you a drink. If that's you who's touching that. Just one more time, please. That's my chair. I promise. I'll bring you some cards in. If you don't want me to bring them in, Chris will bring them in. Oh, bugger. I don't believe this. Oh, I am absolutely gutted. Harold. I literally have got my camera in my hand now, waiting. Harold, if that's you, can you just do that one more time just to confirm? I promise I'm not going to ask you again. The only thing with that, Leanne, is it was in there all night last night and it never got touched. And that's why I thought I'll bring it in this room and see what happens. And it's twice now that it's gone off. Right, Harold, if you're still with me, right, I'm gonna. What I'll do is, right, because I'll have to set up another live now. So I'll end this one, but I am going to put my phone somewhere facing that whiskey bottle.
Pray.
Oh, don't you start about praying. Has it unfroze? Nope, it's still my hands. Nope, still got it in my hand. Could I not bring the phone in? Oh,
Sacrilege.
well, I could actually, yeah, to be honest, it's not a bad idea. I can swap. I'll swap phones over. Harold wants to buy a Bible. Yeah, let me swap phones over then.
Tell.
You're gonna get feedback while I do this, so just bear with me. But yeah, absolutely, because then at least if that whiskey bottle has gone off twice now, it's gonna get seen. Bear with me. I don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place. So what's Chris saying? I've just gone into the OC and found a video has been shared onto our channel. And a loud bang in our kitchen. But what's the OC and what video is being shared? I don't know what you mean. Right, let me swap these over. You're gonna get interference while I'm doing it, unfortunately. Right, come on, Harold. Right. I am so. Oh my God!
Apple. Upstairs.
Right. You just see, look.
See.
Sorry, again, processing me. So it's a highlighted video from the live feed tonight. How weird. Oh, have I just heard movement in that room? Right. Harold. It just means, obviously, you're not going to see anything in this room. This is obviously in the fireplace room. What do you want me to do, Chris? Do you want me to just... I've swapped the phones over because if we can see that the whiskey bottles, or would you rather the two screens in each room? I don't know. I was just kind of like, I think Michael came up with the idea of putting that in there, swapping them over. Do you want me to end it and restart another one? Right, that's fine. Yeah. Right, okay. So I'll end this now then, and what I'll do, I will I'm gonna leave my own phone on the floor recording while I'm swapping it. So if it does go off, I'll have a recording on my phone while the live's not running, if that makes sense. Right, so bear with me. I'll be a couple of minutes. I'll get this restarted, and then I'll see you again on the other side. I don't even think I can end it. Oh, right, okay, so that's strange. I can end it. I couldn't do anything before, but the screen's still frozen. Right, so I'm going to end this now. Give me a couple of minutes and I'll be back up again with the second one. I want to, before I end it, have my phone. I just want to set up my phone recording, because if that goes off again, at least we've got something. Right, my phone is now recording. I'll end this now and I'll be 2 minutes.